Hey Trojans, welcome back to another episode of Trojan TV. I'm Sadie.
And I'm Taylor. We have multiple great stories to showcase today.
Yeah, like the new schedule change that's getting some mixed reviews from students and staff, and a choir classroom spotlight.
Nathan also hit the halls to discuss the upcoming Michigan versus Michigan State game. We also have some facts and figures to share in our latest By the Numbers series.
Sounds like an interesting episode. Let's get right into it.
Trojan TV starts now.
This episode of Trojan TV is sponsored by Tandem Wealth Management, moving forward together.
I don't really like the new schedule change. It's harder to keep track of.
Yeah, same. I always get my hopes up thinking that class ends soon, but then we have like another 10 minutes thinking it was the day before.
Exactly. Emma and I dug deeper into the topic to get your views on the subject. The decision to align East and West Middle School's schedules last spring is in full swing as part of the new school year. However, the new schedule is causing mass confusion for students and even teachers.
You get confused about what time you get out of class and when class starts. It's just complicated.
I kind of mixed feelings about it. I don't really like it just because it makes classes feel longer on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
It's not my favorite because it's confusing every day, so you have to get used to both of them, and you'll never know when class is ending.
In a survey conducted by the DMC, 75% of students say they did not like the schedule change, with only 25% of students actually enjoying it. EMS staff responses say 67% of teachers are not liking the change, and only 33% of staff enjoyed it.
So for me, it's been pretty confusing. I teach 3 different classes, so for me, it's, I'm already transitioning to a lot of other things in my day, and then the time change each day and remembering, what time we're getting out and things like that. I'm not gonna lie, that probably was something I wasn't that great at to begin with, but I'm really noticing it's really confusing for students as well. So we're just getting out late or scrambling a lot, trying to remember what we're doing.
I love that on Tuesdays and Thursdays we have a longer class period, so we can get more deeply into discussions and do our work in class. So there shouldn't be homework on those 2 days because our class period is about 9 minutes longer. So what would have been done outside of class in those 9 minutes should happen in the room. So it should help free students up in the evenings on Tuesdays and Thursdays because they've done what they need to in class that day.
With advisory being only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, this has caused lots of students to miss out on several opportunities. Last year, students were able to participate in alternate day advisories, giving them more participation in school activities.
Not having advisory every single day makes it pretty hard because I want to be in jazz band and chamber choir and in DMC, and there is no possible way to do all of those things. You can only do one of them.
Digital media and the yearbook really needs that use of advisory. So for me personally, it's not great, but also what I'm hearing from students is just that they're missing that time that they need to get the things done that they need to do.
Having advisory every other day is helping prepare 8th grade students for the high school.
You have to learn how to use your class time wisely because that 30 minutes of just work time does not exist in the high school setting. So I think it helps our 8th graders especially make that transition.
This has been Emma and Taylor reporting for Trojan TV.
Thanks for that report, Taylor. Students, you can sound off about your opinion on the schedule by heading to our website, The Link, and taking the weekly poll. We will share our results on next week's show.
Now it's time for our Classroom Spotlight of the Week, where Caleb and Stella went and talked with Mr. Schaefer about his upcoming choir concert.
Now staccato. Staccato again.
In this week's Classroom Spotlight, we're taking a look at Mr. Schaefer and his class preparing for an upcoming concert.
I think that the awesome part about having a live concert this year is that just for the kids to see or hear and applause positive stuff from their parents and their fellow students. And I think it'll really impact our students to really inspire them to keep going, inspire them to keep doing well in class and making music together, just to get that positive affirmation that what they're doing is awesome and that they're rocking it in class.
Students enjoyed all the work up to this point leading to the concert.
I'm super excited for our upcoming concert. Mr. Schaefer always makes sure that we're working hard and that it's going to be great and we're going to perform to the best of our abilities. Every single day we're working on all of our songs, making sure we're getting our dynamics correct and we're knowing how long to hold our nose and having the right position and posture for our concert.
This has been Caleb and Stella reporting for Trojan TV.
Hopefully the concert will be a big success.
Yeah, good luck, Trojans. Also, I can't wait for Michigan and Michigan State to play in 2 weeks. And to make it even better, there's a chance they'll be undefeated when they play each other. So that should make the game even more exciting.
That's cool. Hopefully Michigan can win. We need revenge on State after them beating us last year. Wait, are you a Michigan or Michigan State fan?
I'm definitely a Michigan fan, but not for the reason you might think.
So why are you a Michigan fan?
Funny story, when I was little, my parents asked me if I liked blue and yellow or green and white more. And considering that I'm a U of M fan, you can probably guess what I chose.
Really? That's an interesting story. Speaking of Michigan and Michigan State, Nathan talked to the students to find out which is more popular in our halls.
Hi, I'm Nathan, and in this episode of Man on the Street, I asked people about their opinions on the upcoming Michigan-Michigan State game. How do you feel about the Michigan versus Michigan State football game?
Michigan State's way better.
Michigan is going to beat them.
State's going to win.
I think Michigan State's going to win.
How do you feel about the Michigan-Michigan State game?
I think that Michigan State will definitely win.
I think Michigan is going to win.
I don't know much about sports, and I don't really care either.
Michigan's going to crush them.
I think Michigan has a much better chance, and I do not like Michigan State.
What are your thoughts on the Michigan-Michigan State game?
I think Michigan's going to win because Michigan's the best, and they're going to dominate State.
I think that Michigan is going to win.
Michigan's trash, bro. Like, Michigan State's obviously going to win. Like,
Michigan, definitely. I think they're a much better team, and I think they just play together better.
This has been Nathan Stosky reporting for Trojan TV.
I can't wait for the game. It's going to be so much fun to watch.
Agreed. Well, that wraps up this episode of Trojan TV. Check out more content on our website, The Link, at thelinkonlineems.net.
And don't forget to follow our Instagram page at EastDMC, where you can sound off about school happenings, get reminders, and more.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.